Good morning, fellow traders. Bellwood here. It's time for the Good Morning Market Prep for Tuesday, May the 19th, 2020. I hope everybody had a great night last night. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. So please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. All right, let's check and see where we left off in the market yesterday. So we've got SPX over the mid-Bollinger Band here on the monthly chart. Nice recovery so far. Weekly chart broke above that shooting star tail high and contending now with the Harami cross down level right there, and then the 30-weekly moving average above. Daily chart broke through the trend box and has a fresh high, fresh trend line. So the next area of resistance right here, major resistance right here, is the 200 moving average potential. So let's see how that holds right there, and then we'll take a look at the futures here in a little bit. Let's take a look at the SPY, see how it's looking this morning. Okay, so SPY very similar. Let's take a look at the price action here into today. So a little bit of a pullback. Last night was kind of funky, right? We had this big A pattern right here. Watch a breakdown below the pre-market lows, as we may see a push to the downside based on that type of setup. But pretty good move, right, overnight, and then they pushed it back here. So Powell's going to be talking at Capitol Hill today virtually, and Mnuchin's going to be talking too. So it should be an interesting day economically. We'll see if it gives the market a move one way or the other throughout the day today. But let's take a look at the S&P futures and see how they're doing this morning. Very similar here. So we had a big pop yesterday, right? They tried to break through yesterday's high in the middle of the night, so that ended up being a huge move up. And then they flushed it down really, really quickly. They're like, we didn't mean to release that program last night, right? And so they put it right back down to where it was, and then they'll probably do that during the day or something like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if those levels get tested again throughout the day. If not, then the scene of the breakout, right, from this this move here, right, from yesterday morning on the Moderna news could be an interesting area of test. And we've got some big ranges that we have to cover right here. So we'll see how it does that throughout the day today. Let's take a look at the MES here. Okay, just based on the down move, you can see. Here's your low at that. So it's trying to break out over these levels right here. It's got a couple areas of prior support, which may be resistance. So we'll keep an eye on those going into today. All right, let's take a look at the Qs and see how they're behaving this morning. So the Qs, very similar type setup right here, a little bit flattish going into today. We've got a bunch of retail ones on the docket here reporting this morning. So we'll take a look at those in a moment. But the Qs today, again, it's been a general leader, right? Working its way into this gap right here. IWM. Ooh, not IQM, IWM. IWM working its way out of that triangle right there. I like the gap up yesterday and how it's holding the cloud here on good volume. So let's see how that behaves going into today. Pre-market, not much activity, but again, another one of those A-type patterns right there. Okay, let's take a look and see what some of the bigger names are doing here this morning. Apple. Open up, looks like a little bit green here this morning, right? Had that rug pull from last night or from yesterday afternoon. It looks like it's above that a little bit here this morning. So that's some good news for Apple there. Tesla also trying to work its way up. It's up a few ticks here this morning too, so we'll see how that behaves going into today. Had a little rough down move yesterday. Let's see if it can get some strength to try to reclaim the prior day's highs off of those pretty close to tweezers tops yesterday. Okay, so we've got some earnings today, so let's take a look here and see what we've got going on. We've got Walmart. So Walmart's up pretty good right there, 133.91. Remember, that's one of those levels we want to get above, 133.38. So now let's keep track of the pre-market levels, and if we can get above those, we might get a bit of a gap and go on Walmart today. Sometimes it could be a little choppy on earnings, but I like how it's gapping over those highs. Home Depot. What's going on with Home Depot this morning? Why is that down? Everything is bullish. I guess they had a little bit of a miss on earnings right there. It's basically the 2 day ago high area. So see if it holds that and gives you a potential reversal on Home Depot today. Kohl's. Up totally makes sense, right? Nobody's going out to stores, and they're up too. So I guess maybe and they had even a bigger loss too. So maybe they're saying, hey, we're planning on opening it up, and that's giving it some good guidance. And then we also had Baidu. Want to keep an eye on as well. It had a pretty strong move, so you can get over that 118.63 level this morning for a little bit of a push. Otherwise, you might see a reversal on it because it's not getting too high up here. It's coming into some selling pressure here on the daily chart. So we'll see if it goes and builds from there. Anyway, other than that, guys, I hope everybody has an awesome trading day today. We'll see you guys at the lunchtime market update, and stay healthy out there. Remember your risk first and stay safe so you can stay in the game. And we'll talk to you guys soon.